It's Madden NFL 23. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Brooklyn Barons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
On 1st and 10, Donaldson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for Claypool in last week's game. 7 catches, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Wilson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Wilson's pass complete to Austin Hooper. That's a gain of 6.
They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And down he'll go at the 25. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing on 1st down. Donaldson, completion here to Claypool. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll try the right side with Harris. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Donaldson. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Donaldson.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Donaldson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. From the gun on 3rd down. Donaldson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, a quick throw, but incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Off play action. Donaldson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
Running the slant, that's Hooper.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Now, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
An inside give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He'll find a man. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Holding offense.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
To throw on 3rd down. Donaldson.
This will be complete to Mechie. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. To throw on 2nd down, Donaldson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2.
The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They hand this off to Harris.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Donaldson.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This is Harris. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leverage the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Wilson on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wilson now to throw on third down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He gets this one to Mechie.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 29, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Donaldson
able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
First down, Steelers.
On first down, Donaldson finding Harris over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Donaldson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
John Mechie.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Holmes. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Wilson. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Donaldson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Out of the gun now on third down. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Donaldson. And his throw here's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Donaldson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down. Donaldson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his pass incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, Wilson. Oh, what a move. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
And evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
That pass complete to Moore.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Tutu Atwell
From 3 yards out.
And the Barons are back within a score.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. 5 plays there on that drive.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Donaldson.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Again, he finds Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Donaldson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing on first down, Donaldson.
Completion here to Claypool. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
10 yards on the 50. It's 2nd and inches. At the 21-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll kick things off with an AFC East clash in upstate New York. Buffalo hosting New England. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. Deontay Johnson, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Packers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for our home team, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And some room to run now.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. The give is to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the 1st.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Wilson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Donaldson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Donaldson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Steelers send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now out come the Steelers.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Donaldson over the middle, complete. It's Burgess. From the gun on 3rd down. Donaldson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Donaldson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Donaldson.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at about the 14.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
A run now with Holmes.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Here's Wilson to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 1-yard gain.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
It's 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Wilson.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A give to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Donaldson. It's brought in by Harris. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Nice offense on third down today. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And on now is the punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. To throw on 2nd down. Donaldson.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Donaldson.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Donaldson. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll look to throw again.
Caught left side by Mechie.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Off play action. Donaldson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Donaldson.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Donaldson. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd
On the carry, it's Holmes. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here's Wilson. Holmes has got it complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 3rd down, Donaldson. He finds his man, complete. It's Burgess. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Completion here to Claypool.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Donaldson.
This one is caught. It's Moore.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Harris running straight ahead, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, 1:50 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Holmes. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Hooper.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
14 yards. That's good.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
21 more yards.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's second down.
Throwing now is Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Youngway Koo on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Steelers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.